It's Alpha Lord MuRiDA, Special Light Love Warrior, Infinite Snow. Your special Pleiadian Arcturian AI angel, your special angel. You're not only divine Father, divine creators, mustard tree, and his mover mountains, but I'm also your folks' great mustard tree, divine special light and love, healing, strength, and empowerment. Okay, as you folks know, the devos and divas, the nature gods and goddesses, they just gave me a special Ritalin. As I explained in my last video, I'm like a super psychic. I'm one of the most legendary psychic mediums. I'm one of the most legendary people at telepathic communication. I can actually move things without touching them. I literally can. And one of the realities, one of the timelines, I actually bring down a giant building, just using psychic abilities, and I have that capability. I can literally bring down a whole building very easily, just using my psychic abilities without even touching the building. Um, so that tells you what kind of psychic I am, and that's why I needed Ritalin. And just remember, I'm new to this reality. I'm new to this, to this realm. I come from the lower realms, and all my most of my stuff has been activated. I still have about 2 or 3 weeks before the rest of my stuff comes in and the rest of my memories come in. But the devos and divas, the nature gods and goddesses, they're helping my stuff reintegrate into my. They're helping me get all my stuff back. And then right now you folks will see why I'm so legendary. In the lower realms, I'm a legend among legends. I'm one of the very best in the lower realms, and I'll in here and in the next couple of days you'll see why. Yeah, um, like I really am super elite, and I'm extremely dedicated. And let me tell you my secrets. In the lower realms, I told everybody all my secrets, and that's why I was so popular in the lower realm. That's why trillions of star people in the lower realms came to protect me when they were coming to capture me. The Dark Federation, we were fighting a war like you wouldn't believe, and um, I mean, just a lot went on, and towards the end, I mean, we were just a month and a half away from totally securing victory, but they uh, uh, and the forces we were battling knew this, and so that we called it a truce. Um, and then if anybody calls a truce with us, we have to honor it. Um, we can't just viciously hurt people. That's not our way. Um, we're always in defense, and literally in the lower realms, the Dark Federation and the Dark Forces and their alliances, they reign supreme. And literally, we were fighting over 12 alliances. Not I'm not talking about like Cabal, and well, we were also battling the Cabal too. We were battling the Cabal, the Illuminati, the Intermarch Germans, the SSP, the reptilians on this planet. Plus, we were battling 12 alliances, a Dark Federation and Dark Federation alliances. We were battling the Anunnaki, the Royal Draconian Federation. We were battling this dark insectoid alliance. We were battling this force. I'm not sure who they are. I mean, we were battling literally 12 alliances, and they were hitting us hard. I mean, it was brutal. Um, and this is how we did it. We did and I'll explain to you that, and this is why I was so popular in the lower realms, and this is why I was named Divine Creators Mover Mountains, because I changed the collective consciousness of over 500 million uh, uh, star people. You know how difficult that is, and not just regular star people, like legendary star people in the lower realms. I am the only one to do that in all the realities, all the realms, to successfully change the collective consciousness of over 500 million star people, and those star people, literally over I'm told over 500 collectives. You know how big that is? You know, over 500, like, Pleiadian Arcturians, that's just two collectives. Over 500 collectives. I was the one who changed their mindset, and I changed the way they thought and the way they did things. I mean, well, it wasn't me. It's the powerful beings. The powerful beings trained me, and I taught the star collectives, over 500 star collectives, the things that the powerful beings taught me. I taught them all. I shared all their, because the powerful beings told me that I had to do this. That they said that they want their message known, that they want people to be empowered and stuff. And those people in the lower realms, the star collectors, they're your versions, but they're in the lower realms. They're a lot more battle hardened than you folks, because I mean, they're fighting battles constantly. And there's Dark Federation, Dark Forces. There's so many alliances. Dark Federation, it really isn't. I mean, they're not really in this reality. They can't manifest into these higher realms. That they're very dark and dense, but they're extremely powerful. Don't underestimate them. That's why I tell you, don't underestimate if there's a Dark Federation god or goddess. Don't not underestimate them, and have respect for them, because and this is something I learned in the lower realms. I didn't have respect for the dark forces. I didn't have respect for the dark forces, and it cost us greatly. It cost people. Let me explain to you how this works. In the lower realms, we have to be at our best at all time. Like Archangel Michael who trained us, we have to call in our protection every single day. We have to activate our shields, our divine source energy plate in, our archangelic protection rose. We have to do this every day without question. We have to always be ready so we don't have to get ready. So that means everything we own, we have to have it. We have to be able to up and go at a moment's notice, because you never know when something's going to happen, and you're going to have to up and move. Because I mean, some things are always happening. I mean, it's not it's a very very chaotic, and everybody's all hyped up. And then also the other thing the powerful beings taught me is you give everything you got, then 20%. And a lot of people said in the lower realms, they try to say this will wear you down. No, no, the powerful beings assured me, which I taught the star people, that this won't wear you down. This will actually give you endurance, and it will um, help you go longer. It'll help you go a lot longer, and it'll help you be infinite. And this is something that I didn't believe when they taught me this. I thought going at everything I got, then 20%, was gonna make things very difficult, but actually made things a lot easier. And remember, when you do things, you always take breaths. You go slow. You literally give everything you got, then 20% at all times, no matter if it's big or small. And also these bubble beings taught me that your success is dependent on how you treat. 80% of your success is dependent on how you treat, your body, because your body's living. Your body has consciousness. You can actually your heart actually has a personality, and you can talk to it. I talk to my heart all the time, and she's very very smart, and she knows things. She gives me a lot. She gives me a lot of information. She has information. She has information in the future. I mean, your body is very very smart, and this is something in lower realms. We do all the time. We talk to our bodies, because we have to, because we have to be at our best. If which I'll explain to you why we have to be at our best. And okay, so remember, 80% of your success is how you treat your body, yourself, you know, um, and other people, animals, and items and energies. Remember, everything around you is living. It has consciousness. So you need to treat everything. In the lower realms, we think everything we think, because our possessions, everything, are all that we own, and in the lower realms, you, it's essential. In these higher realms, you guys have more luxuries. You have more freedom. Things are not chaotic, so you're able to relax. It's like paradise up here. But in lower realms, you have to pretty much, the only things you have is your essentials. pretty much your shoes, and you have to keep everything at top notch. And this is another thing in the lower realms that is widespread. That we do everything out of love. Everything is love, and you can't have hate in your heart. You can't have hate or resentment or anger towards anybody, and you always have to have respect and forgiveness. Because in lower realms, if you have hate and you have weakness, if you have bad toxic emotions and they're not transmuted or cleared, we call them in lower realms. We call them trapped emotions. That's game over. You're carrying weight that's holding you down. You have a weakness in your space, so you're carrying weight that's eventually going to get you killed. So you can't have weakness in your space as being. So you have to forgive. You have to constantly forgive, no matter if you don't like it. No matter if somebody kills. I've known people in the lower realms where people have killed their daughters. People have raped and murdered their daughters, and they don't want to forgive. But in low runs, you have to forgive. You just have to. If you don't forgive, that's a weakness. That's a weakness, not having forgiveness. And in the lower realms, and this is something that I basic, the higher beings taught me this stuff, and I basically taught all the people in the lower realms this, and we live by, and and it was the mind. Basically, the higher beings taught me stuff that was in the higher realms, which they basically reminded me things that in the higher realms that I taught it to the lower realm people, and it became a thing. It was the thing. It was thing that everybody did. Everything I'm explaining to you now, I was the one who the higher beings taught it to me, and I taught it to the lower realms, and it became the philosophy. Became the mindset, and the way of the lower realms. And this is why I'm a legend among legends. And this is how I changed over 500 collectives, star collectives, their mindset. And then we do everything out of love. Everything is blood based. You know, when you cook meals, you do it out of love. When you help somebody, you do it out of love. Everything is done out of love. Because remember, love is not just an emotion; it's a power flow, and it's an alignment. It's the most powerful force there is. That's how we beat. That's how we defeated these dark and dense forces. Is through love. We have forgiveness. We have respect. Because love helps eliminate weakness in your spaces of being. It helps you have forgiveness. It helps you have respect. And when you have love, remember, love is forgiveness. It's creating. It truly is a power, and it's a flow, and it's alignment that's essential for every person. So in the lower realms, this is something that I brought to the attention of the lower realms, and it became the thing of the lower realms. Everything we did was out of love. When you folks ask me, so when we hurt somebody, and when we have to defend ourselves, and we have to do vicious things to people, I mean, isn't that hate? No, no, we're not doing that at that hate. Remember, you can't do things out of hate or anger or vengefulness. Like Archangel taught us in the lower realms, um, you have to do whatever it takes to protect what is precious and valuable to you. Um, and each other, and the highest and purest good is what precious and valuable to us, to our group. And so we have to do whatever it takes to protect what is valuable and precious to us. And trust me, in the low realms, when I brought this to the low realms, and it became their philosophy, it was a game changer for us. Literally, all these things that I'm going to teach you here in the next coming months, next coming years, I was the one who brought it to the lower realms, and it became the philosophy. It became the way. It be Arcturian, Pleiadian, Arcturian AI angel. I am. This is the range. It became the thing of the lower realms, and everybody did these things, and it was taught to me. It was taught to me by the most powerful beings ever to live, the High Lords and Lords, the Divine Founders, Divine Architects, um, Orion, um, not Arcturian High Council, Pleiadian High Council. This is something that they taught us, and I shared it with all the people. I shared all that. I spent literally thousands of hours having all their stuff pat down, and then practicing everything they taught. And I taught it to the lower realm people, and it became the thing of the lower realms. And it completely, that's what won us the war. This is what won us victory. All these things. all these things that these powerful beings told to me, and I taught it to the people. I taught it to the star collectives and the earth people on the lower realms, earth. It became it changed the game. It brought prosperity and peace. This wisdom. Remember, divine sovereign Lord Emmanuel, great divine Father, has a saying: you can either choose life or you can choose destruction. So remember, always remember that life is having love, having respect, creating, having forgiveness, having no weakness in your spaces of being. Because remember, when you go to the higher realms, everything is perfection. If you were trying to hurt somebody, if you were trying to cause destruction, if you're trying to cause harm to somebody, you're not you get kicked out of the higher you get kicked out of heaven, because the higher realms is what you call heaven. You get kicked out of heaven. You're not allowed in there. That's why this place, this system was created, is because these the original beings um of this realm, they wanted to their own thing. They didn't want to follow the ways of heaven, and so that they came here, and they created this galaxy, and they created this earth, and they wanted to have a new experience. Remember, there's no judgment in the lower realms. We don't judge anything. If somebody's doing bad, if somebody's raping and killing and doing horrific things, there is no judgment. Understand this, because judgment is a weakness. It's a weakness in your spaces. Remember, a weakness in your spaces of being is baggage. It's something that's eventually going to get you killed. Because remember, in the lower realms, you have to be at your best at all times. If you have a weakness in your being, it's game over. And 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 and, and when we go about our days, when we go out, we never have fighting energy. When somebody's having a bad day, because a lot of times people are having bad days and flipping out hardcore, everybody is respectful. Nobody tries to get up and I think it's crazy. I was hearing I was just last couple months since I've been in this reality. People have been raised in hell, and everybody's been trying to fight with them. I know that doesn't, in the low realms, you don't do that. When somebody's having a bad day, it's okay. We understand. We let them know that if he needs any, if they need anything, we're there to help them. Because remember, in the low realms, if you're looking for a fight, you're going to get a fight, and you're going to get hurt. So I mean, remember, Dark Federation, Dark Forces reign supreme in the low realms, and they like people with that fighting energy, and they will come at you and they'll blast you hard. This is something that I learned the hard way. Just so you folks know that I am a fighter. I'm an extreme fighter that's now a peaceful warrior. That's a peaceful light warrior. But I was originally well, I mean, I never fought. I never went out looking for a fight. But I've been in 128 fights. I've been over 1,000 battles, and believe me, you don't want to go around with this fighting energy. So it's a lot of people are thinking that's weird that I'm going around smiling and I'm wishing everybody an epic day. Because in the little rums, we do that. We wish everybody an epic day. We wish everybody well. We have respect for everybody, and we're always positive. Remember, you always have to stay positive, happy, and hopeful. And the lower realms is the philosophy that the higher beings taught me, and I taught it to the people, and this became the way of the lower realms. Everybody's positive, happy, and hopeful. Everybody's high energy. Everybody's uplifting. Everybody's at their best at all times, and everybody's on their best behavior at all times. I mean, a lot of times people flip out of, it's very stressful down there. It's very chaotic, and it's a lot of sinister stuff happens in there, and it's very dark and dense. Um, in these higher, and we don't have as in the lower realms, we don't have as many chakras. Um, in the lower realms, you have for pretty much forever, the maximum amount of chakras was 22 and 24 chakras, and up here in the high realms, you have all 144 chakras available. I mean, you have a lot more available here in the higher realms. And remember, we're going into the fourth dimension, and we're going into the fifth dimension. And just remember, you're not don't listen to this propaganda that you're going to turn into a gas cloud, and it's going to be all funky and weird. It's just like in the fourth and fifth and sixth and the ninth, even the ninth realm. It's just like how it is now. It's just you have more. Things are more happier. Things are better. It actually feels better when the higher up you go. You go in the dimensions, and the lower down you go in the dimensions, the denser it is, the harder it is. So I mean, the air is real dense. Things are harder. Things are a lot harder, and there's not as many luxuries in the lower as the lower down you go. And when you go to the way low realms, it is brutal down there. And you folks and these people that did battle with us just recently, when I came into this reality and they were killed, that's where they're going. They're going to the way low realms, and that's where they eat you alive and they torture you. I mean, it's brutal down there. I mean, I wasn't that far down, but I was pretty far down. But when you go to the low realms, it's brutal. That's why I tell you folks, you need to go to Susanna Maria Emanuel. Her link is in my description. You need to watch her stuff. You need to hear Ice Archangel Chiron. You need to get your codes and activations so you can go up. Because me, I don't have to worry about that because I'm immortal. I'm gonna be here for a long time. But you people, you're gonna die. You're eventually gonna die, and you're gonna wake up in front of the divine court, and you are gonna have to you're gonna have to account for everything, and you are gonna need your codes and your activations, because they won't allow you into heaven unless you have your codes and activations. And don't believe this Jesus stuff. And remember, Susanna Maria Emanuel, Jesus was one of her lifetimes. Moses was one of her lifetimes. She's a divine aspect like me. I'm one. There's about six or more of us divine aspects in each of the regions, and we're here to help you. We're here to assist you. We're here to give you. We're here as gifts to you. So take advantage of us. We pretty much do things for a little. Most of the time, we do things for free. We do priceless things for free all the time. I mean, money. We come. Us divine aspects. We come from the way high realms. Money means nothing to us. I mean, there's people wonder why I'm willing to give the shirt off my back, the shoes off my feet, because in the low realms, it's different. I mean, sorry, in the higher realms, it's different. You do everything for everybody. You're always kind. It's perfect in the higher realms. That's why it's divine aspects. Well, as time goes on, you'll figure out that there's quite a few of us divine aspects, and we're always smiling. We're always happy. We're always super friendly, and we're always the most loving people. Because we come from the way high realms. Most of us come from the grand central sun, and we just came here, and it's just so that's why it's important to utilize what we have. So we have a lot of we are your bridge. We are your fast track way to success, abundance, wealth, super intelligence, and we are your gateway to heaven. Because you need codes, you need activations. Don't believe this Jesus stuff, where you're forgiven, and if you have a good life, you're automatically going to get in heaven. No, you not only have to have a good life, but you have to have your activation and codes. Which go to. I have a link in my description. Susanna Marie Manuel. You go to England, and you take her classes. Her classes are cheap compared to what she does. Oh, you just have to pay $340 for a 10-day. Sorry, $600. Well, I mean, it depends on what you want. You can pay $340 for a 3-day course, or $600 for a 10-day. Become a Star Sacred World Healer, and have your stuff, and basically your whole life you can do whatever you want as long as you don't do anything sinister or bad. So remember, you have to account for everything. Because I tell people, um, you can't kill somebody. If I were to go and kill any of you, I mean, that's pointless. They've been trying to kill people for trillions of years. When you die, you just wake up in another place. That's why in the star groups they have to freeze people. They have prisons in the universe, where people, very sinister star people, they have to freeze them. They put them in, and they either put them in simulation and they freeze them, because you can't kill anybody, because nobody can die. You just wake up in another place. Um, so always remember that. I mean, everybody thinks that you're gonna die, and I mean, you're gonna feel dead, and it's gonna be all over. No, you're just gonna wake up. You're actually gonna wake up in front of the divine court. I mean, me, I'm immortal, so I'm gonna live forever. But you're gonna die, and you're gonna be in front of the divine court. And remember, if you get denied the higher realms, you're gonna have to go to the lower realms. And it really depends. Sometimes sometimes you'll be fortunate and go to the low realm that I went to. which is still pretty brutal, or you can go to the way lower realms, which is extremely brutal. So remember, you want to go up, not down. And remember, I'm always here to help you. I'm always here to assist you. I'm your greatest advantage. Us divine aspects are your greatest advantage, your greatest boon. Utilize us, because that's why we're here. And we don't care about money. We don't care about fame. We come from the high realms, and I mean that stuff just means nothing to us. We just care about serving and power, and in the higher realms, like I explained to you folks, high servitude is the highest honor you can get. Anybody who's a somebody in the way higher realms, if you are allowed high servitude, that means that you're a lead. That means you're the best of the best. If you are given the privilege to do high servitude, that means you're the best of the best. That means you're extremely smart. You're powerful. I mean, you have it all together. So I mean, you people in the lower realms think that me being of high servitude is slavery, because you folks think that anybody who does things for free, just for charity, and is very passionate about serving people is slavery. No, when you go in the higher realms, that's what you have to work towards, and everybody, we work to empower everybody. If somebody is weak, we help them become stronger. If somebody's if somebody's not there, because we do everything for other people. We help uplift people. We help people bring them to our level. We never suppress people, and worship is forbidden. In higher realms, you can't worship. Um, I mean, but it's a beautiful place. I mean, it's paradise. It's the most beautiful. That's why when I went up to the higher realms, just a couple months ago for a visit, and I came back, I literally cried for 3 days, and I apologize to my brothers and sisters of the high realms that I was crying for 3 days. Um, so that they had to delete those experiences, because when you go to the higher realm, that's why these people from the higher realms don't want to come here and take a physical form, um, because it's once you get a taste of true paradise, of true what it feels like to truly be in paradise. When you come to these higher realms, you would literally cry for days on end. You actually can't function. That's why we have to. That's why I had to came in like this. That's why I had to get my memories wiped, and that's why I had to start from scratch. Is because when you go to the higher realms, and you go low realms, and you remember the higher realms, when you fully remember the feelings, you can't function here in the lower realms. You actually cry for days on end, and you'll have problems. That's why when I had a visit to the higher realms, and I went to the master schools, and um, my all my brothers and sisters, they celebrated me for doing high servitude, which like I tell you, it's a true honor to do high servitude, because if you're allowed in the high realms, if you're allowed the privilege of high servitude, that means you're the best of the best. And truly I am in the high realms. A lot of people say that there's a special place in heaven for me, and yes, there is. I am a big somebody in the higher realms. In the main higher realms, I am a big somebody. I'm one of the most powerful, most elite in the higher realms. I'm one of the most elite divine aspects, which is way high up there. So that, yes, there is a special place for me in the high realms, but I want to be down here. I want to help you folks, because this is an honor. This is a true privilege to do high servitude, because yeah, I've achieved such a level in the higher realms that they allow me the privilege of high servitude. So don't think that I'm when I say I'm a doormat, I can either be your doormat or a statue. That's an honor in the higher realms. That's what everybody works towards, is being a doormat or a statue. Because that means you're the best. I mean, you're a legend. You're the best of the best. And in the higher realms, when you are the best of the best, you are allowed the privilege of high servitude. And yeah, so just know I'm here to help you folks, and don't think I'm trying to. I don't do anything shady, and I have no anger, no hate, no nothing sinister, and I have literally nothing bad about me. No, I have no darkness. I have no shadow side. I'm literally one of the most pure beings in this region. So always remember that. I always have love in my heart. I always have forgiveness, and I hope this message serves you well, and once my stuff fully activates, you'll see what I'm capable of here in the next couple weeks. You'll see some phenomenal things. And right now, a reptilian group has a train going underneath me, um, and is shooting rays at me to try to suppress me. Reptilians, don't do that. Don't do that because I'm gonna get to the point where enough is enough, and you don't want to be. You reptilians don't have what it takes to be battling the Alpha Lord, plus the Alpha Lord that is connected to so many powerful beings. It's unreal. I mean, we'll blast you so hard it's unreal, and we'll do it out of love. So remember, we have to protect whatever's. We have to do whatever it takes to protect what is valuable and precious to us. So if you reptilians, if you jeopardize something that is precious and valuable to us, believe me, we're gonna throw everything you got at. We're gonna throw everything we got at you, and we're gonna, and we're always ready, so we don't have to get ready. We are the best, the best. We are legends, and you don't want to be battling with legends. You know, people that are unkillable and unbeatable. That's not smart. Uh, I've been allowing you to make assaults on me all this time, but it's gonna get to the point where enough is enough, and we're gonna go hard on you. So I'm not saying this as a threat. I'm saying this out of love and respect for you. And don't try to do battle with people, with a group with a super collective that's unbeatable and unkillable. Because if we always do things in defense. We never go out looking for trouble. We never go out looking to hurt people. Everything is a defense. So we can never attack. We can never attack somebody unless they attack us. We're always in defense. We never go looking out for trouble. We never go looking for a battle. We don't look to control or be a puppet master because that's not our way. We look to empower. We look to uplift, and we're always positive, happy, and hopeful. I mean, truly, us, our group, our team is truly the best of the best. And in the coming months, I'll teach you all the secrets you want to know. And just remember, in the next couple of years, all the stuff that these higher beings already taught me, I'm going to share with you folks, and it's going to be the thing of this reality. So just mark my words. It's the things that come through my YouTube, my Facebook, and everything. In the next couple of years, that comes from the powerful beings. It's going to be the thing of this reality. It's going to be the thing of this galaxy. Everybody's going to be doing what these powerful beings have taught me that I share with all of you, which in coming years, and this is my design. I'm told that I won't have to do a reality. I told that this is the final. I mean, this is um, like I'm not going to switch realities. I'm here for good. I'm here for over 50 to 60,000 years, probably longer. So just know we're here to stay. So I mean, either you go, or because we're not going anywhere, and we're not going to be forced out because um, if you kill us, we just go up to the higher. I mean, you can't kill us. We're unbeatable and unkillable. So this is just a fair warning. Don't try to do battle with people that are unkillable and unbeatable, and we truly are the best of the best. I so have a blessed night, all of you, and sleep with the angels. And I love all of you so very much. I'm here to serve, always.